my YouTube channel. Let me put on my teacher's eyeglass. See, it's yellow with purple. Oh, here's Alice. Okay, I'm ready. So today I am going to be the teacher and we are going to do multiplication. Are you ready? Say hooray! Hooray! Today we're going to do 1 times. Do you know that anything times 1 equals that same number? Well, you're going to figure it out right now. But before we start, let me just tell you how it goes. 1 times 1 equals 1. And then, because 1 times 1 equals 1, it means that 1 times 50 equals 50. And then 1 times 100 equals 100. Whoa, that's so funny. Anything times 1 equals that same number. Right?
Yes!
Well, now let's start this multiplication. And of course, our first equation is 1 times 1 equals, do you know what 1 times 1 equals?
1.
I suppose you know it because I told you before the answer. Yeah, 1 times 1 equals 1. See? 1 times that same number equals that same number. 1 times 1 equals 1. Repeat after me. 1 times 1 equals 1.
1 times 1 equals 1.
Yay! Good job! Now let's do 1 times 2. Do you all know what 1 times 2 is? 1 times 2 equals... I wonder what 1 times 2 is. Just think. Since 1 times that same number equals that same number, 1 times 2 equals...
2.
Yeah! 1 times 2 equals 2. Repeat after me. 1 times 2 equals 2.
1 times 2 equals 2.
Good. Now let's do 1 times 3. 1 times 3 equals... Do you know what 1 times 3 is? Since 1 times 1 equals that 1, and 1 times 2 equals 2, so 1 times 3 equals...
3.
Yeah, that's right! 1 times 3 equals 3. Repeat after me. 1 times 3 equals 3.
1 times 3 equals 3.
Oh, I forgot to tell you, this is my board eraser. You can erase anything here. Okay, now it's 1 times 4. I wonder what 1 times 4 is. Just think, see? So far now we have gone 1 times 1 equals 1. That's number 1. 1 times 2 equals 2. That's number 2. 1 times 3 equals 3. And now we got 1, 2, and 3. If 1 times 1, 1 times 2, and 1 times 3 can make 1, 2, and 3, 1 times 4, maybe the number will continue like 1, 2, and 3. So 1 times 4 equals
4.
4. That's right. You got it. 1 times 4 equals 4. Repeat after me. 1 times 4 equals 4.
1 times 4 equals 4.
I love multiplication. let's just erase this thing and go to the next equation. Hey guys, did you notice what I just said now? It makes sense. 1 times 1 equals 1. That makes the number 1. 1 times 2 equals 2. 1 times 3 equals 3. And the number continues as 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So maybe the number will continue the next multiplication. Oh, and don't forget, anything times 1 equals that same number. So now let us see the next equation. I want to use a different color now. Should I pick this color? Hey! Our next equation is going to be, well, yeah, it's going to be, you know already. I'll show you later when we get to it. I think I am going to use, yeah, I still want to use black. Okay, our next equation is 1 times 5. What's 1 times 5? 1, 2, 3, 4 made 1 times 1, 1 times 2, 1 times 3, and 1 times 4. So 1 times 5? I don't know what 1 times 5 is, right?
Yeah.
You know? Yeah, that's right. I want to hear that big voice of yours. What is 1 times 5? 3, 2, 1, and
5.
yes, 1 times 5 is 5. Oh, and about the marker I showed you is also the answer to 1 times 5. Yeah, I didn't want to tell you because I wanted you guys to answer before I tell you. Also, it won't be fun. Well, it will be fun, but multiplication, you have to know it. See, 1 times 5 equals 5. Let's count the markers. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Ooh, we have orange, pink, yellow, black, and blue. I love these colors, and I love number 5. Next equation. What is 1 times 6? Since from 1 times 1 to 1 times 5 was, the number kept going as 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So it seems like 1 times 6 might continue as well. What's 1 times 6? Can you answer it? This time, use a tiny voice. I kind of want to hear it as a dinosaur voice. Use an ant voice and answer it. 1 times 6 equals?
6.
Yeah, it's 6. 6. Now, let's use your dinosaur voice and answer the next equation. 1 times 7. Hey, we just gone halfway to the half of the multiplication. Well, we have just got half of the number, and we're going to go with 6 more numbers before we are going to finish this one. I just love multiplication. The number goes as from 1 times all the way to the biggest number. But to continue this multiplication, we have to know what 1 times 7 is. What's 1 times 7? Do you know? Use the dinosaur voice and answer this one. 1 times 7 equals
7.
yes. Repeat after me. 1 times 7 equals
7.
yes. 1 times 5 equals
5.
and 1 times 6 equals
6.
and 1 times 7 equals
7.
now we are with the next number. 1 times 8 equals 1 times 8. 5, 6, 7. I don't think we need to count it because we don't have to count it. 1 times 8 equals
8.
Yep. 1 times 8 equals 8. Now. We have 4 more numbers and we are going to see if you can answer all of them. Okay, since we have done 1 times 8, let's see what the next one is going to be. And that's going to be 1 times 9. What's 1 times 9? Do you know what it is? Since 1 times 8 equals 8, and 1 times 7 equals to 7, so 1 times 9 equals 3, 2, 1, and
9.
yes, 1 times 9 equals 9. And now we're going to go to the next equation. But it's going to be harder than the first ones because it's going to be 1 times 10. 1 times 10 equals, do you know? Well, can you answer this one? 3, 2, 1, and
10.
yes! 1 times 10 equals 10. Because this is a big number, use a big voice and repeat after me. 1 times 10 equals to 10.
1 times 10 equals 10.
Yeah! Oh, and 1 times 9 equals to 9, right? Now, our next one is going to be even bigger than 10. Bigger than 9 and 10. I wonder what the number is going to be. Okay, this is our next equation. 1 times 11. Just give me a second. And now let's use this one. And now let me just rewrite it. 1 times 11 equals. Now, do you know what 1 times 11 is? It's a big number. Can you answer this one? Or is it too difficult? Since 1 times 9 equals to 9, and 1 times 10 equals to 10, and 1 times any number equals to that same number, 1 times 11 equals
11.
yay! You've done it! But this is not over yet. Now we are with the last question. And that's going to be the biggest of all the questions I've given to you. Bigger than 10. Bigger than 11. 1 times 12. Oh no, it's a big number. Can you do this one? Is it too difficult? Let's see. 1 times 9 equals to 9. 1 times 10 equals to 10. 1 times 11 equals to 11. And 1 times that same number equals to that same number. 1 times 12 equals to the big voice.
12.
Yes, it's 12. Well, guys, you've done it. You made it through all the multiplications I've given to you. Okay, but we're going to now say all of the things, all the quiz and questions I've given to you. From 1 times 1 back to 1 times 12. Can you do it? Can you do it? Let's see. First. Can you do it? 1 times 1 equals, well, you can say it now.
1.
Yeah. 1 times 2 equals
2.
1 times 3 equals
3.
1 times 4 equals
4.
1 times 5 equals
5.
And next one is going to be 1 times 6 equals
6.
1 times 7 equals
7.
1 times 8 equals
8.
1 times 9 equals
9.
and 1 times 10 equals
10.
yeah. We still have 2 more questions that you have to finish. One times 11 equals,
11.
and finally 1 times 12 equals.
12.
Yes, you've done it! Good job, guys! Well done! Well, since you guys have done it, I'm going to give you a big flower! Hooray! Good job, guys! Oh, and before we say goodbye, I think someone has something to say. Oh, look, it's a smiley face. Guys, good job. Good job for the math. Well, guys, you know what multiplication is and how you do it. Guys, did you have fun in the 1 times?
Yes.
Next time we're going to do another multiplication. Let's say goodbye for now, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye. Sayonara. Bye. Yeah, guys. Bye-bye. Well, I suppose even smiley face says bye-bye. Bye, guys. Yeah, guys. Bye-bye. Okay. Mr. Smiley Face, that's enough bye-bye now. It's already time to close. Bye-bye. 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 Okay, that's enough. Come on. Say sayonara before you race you. Bye. See you guys. Bye.